watching one kick get taken back, partner. Let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. He'll take this at the 10. This makes it up to the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Point it right. 180! What's up?
Setting him on the dime. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Hey, alert 33. Regular. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
180! What's up?
Quick toss headed left. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
180! Alert! King! What's up?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
Up! Pistol.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bojorquez to kick. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Dallas 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. You're going for it here. Trying to get it on the keeper. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, 180! What's up?
A give now from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Real.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1.
What's up?
Oh, quick throw here, left side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41.
Hurry! Stop!
This one goes off left tackle. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Point it right.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
180! Up, Justin! Stop!
Here's Baker. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Good. 180! What's up?
Mayfield now off the play action. Rolling out to his left. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's that?
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. They'll set up here for the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
It's the score, Eagles 13, Cowboys 7.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys tie it in the final minute of the half.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie, he's putting on a show.
That one splits the uprights, and the Cowboys take the lead on that successful kick. On now is Cook to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, really, I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got a chip.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert! 180! Real. Regular. Done.
Baker now from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That'll take over 1st and 10.
Kate, when a team spends a premium pick on a DB, in my opinion, you've got to be able to take the ball away. So many guys can run really fast, cover really well, but the difference makers find a way to create those interceptions.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
19-yard line.
To throw is Williams. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Third down, here's Williams. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Forced out to his right. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Sending a tight end in motion left. Williams will look to throw. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
To the air yet again, Williams. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Eagles 13.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
20 right, 180!
Blown back, gets the handoff. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
20 right.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
King!
At the 34-yard line.
What's that?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Real.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st down, Dallas.
Williams from the gun. He's got a man left. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They'll send him up the middle. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
If you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Complete out to the right. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, fourth down coming up.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle loss.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the red zone on first. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Leads to second and goal.
Ready!
Design quarterback run here. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Good. What's up?
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was David Njoku. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
Alert, 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 alert. Good. Up, 180. Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's up?
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's 4th
Point it
down.
right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. Rail, rail, rail. Done.
Trying on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Williams. Escapes the puck. Williams hit, and that ball's out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Good. What's up?
Hand off to the back. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Good. 180. What's up?
Another carry for it. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He rolls to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Offense up to the line fast.
Up,
It's
up.
4th down.
Run, run, run. Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
10 at the
Hey,
32-yard line.
20. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
First down, here's Baker. Once more into the hands of Pittman. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Here's first and 10 from the 47. There's a dive up the middle. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
180.
Now Mayfield. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Good. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Rail. Done.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
King.
It's 4th down.
Rail. What's that?
Desperation time here on 4th. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
To throw, Williams. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Williams to throw on 1st. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Now here's Williams. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Forced out to his right. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail that would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
That may not look like much in tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The give now out of the shotgun. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Real. Start.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cowboys approaching win number 7 on the year. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Here's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down, Williams. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs. So 1st down from the 41.
180. Real.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Sends this to the end zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Mayfield's going to look to throw this. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
And the Cowboys managed to recover the football. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me. Stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back. Yeah, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Start.
Mayfield now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Run. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Start.
3rd and short, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now they're left with 4th and short. Desperation time here. Finds Njoku, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain on the play. That's good for Eagles.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield escapes the pocket. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Working quickly here.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
Baker throwing again. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
The 28-yard line.
Hurry, hurry. 180. Alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Rail, rail, rail. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Start.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.